If your goal is to become a full-time content creator someday, don't quit your job just yet. Because right now, it's never been easier to make money as a content creator. And this is exactly why people are screwing up. Let's be real for a second. There's more money in content creation right now than there has been at any point in history. The creator economy is over $250 billion and still growing. And here's the part that matters. That money is not only going to people with millions of followers anymore. Creators with 5 and 10,000 followers are making real income through brand deals, digital products, affiliate links, and subscriptions. So you don't need to go viral anymore. You don't need to be famous. You need to know how to build something that 1, lasts, and 2, can make you money long term. And this is what excites everybody about content creation. The idea of being able to leave your job to make videos at home. And it should, getting paid to do something you love. But this is where people completely screw themselves. They react on emotion. They have 1, 2, or 3 really good months and they just jump ship off of a bad day at work. I've even done this before, more than once. When I first left my job, I was doing graphic design in this industry. So everything actually made sense. I had a runway. I had multiple clients bringing in consistent income. It wasn't a gamble, it was calculated. It was like, I didn't have any other option at that point. Then later, when I made my transition from graphic design to just full-on content creation, to be honest, I was in a really good situation. I was doing photo, video, and design. And I was doing creative work part-time at this company, making an extra $50,000 a year. The work wasn't bad, the people were good, but I fucking quit like an idiot because the idea of being a full-time streamer was just so cool. And I was also making a lot of money as a Twitch streamer at the time. But the reality is, I try to justify it. I had no need to stream those amount of hours. I could have made that extra income while earning consistent extra income. And this is where everything went wrong for me. I ended up relying on one source of income, which was Twitch. So I stopped building anything long-term. My YouTube fell off. My projects, my creative ability started to decline. Flat out, I was just depending on getting drunk every night on stream to drive subs and donations. I was in this horrible fucking spiral where that was the only energy I found could trigger people to just give me money. During this process, we took a big gamble and moved halfway across the country. So when my only source of income started tanking from me traveling or move and just natural fall off because I started stressing too much about it, that stress started to bleed over into my personal life and even my relationship. Creating and interacting with you guys stopped being something I loved and it started being something that I had to do. And that's when I realized, like, I even resented going live anymore. I didn't even want to. That's not a plan. That's not building a business. That's just putting pressure. And it set me back a lot because it put me in this hole that I had to dig myself out of. But the good thing is now I can share this shit with you guys because the way that I got out of it was by building what I'm about to show you. So if you want to go full-time as a content creator, you don't just wing it. You want to build something that can survive before you need it to. Number 1, build your runway. First, you need a runway, non-negotiable. What a runway is a lump sum of money saved back for just in case bills. Defining your total expenses for living. This is house, rent, car payments, cell phone. Find the total in that and save about 3 to 6 months of your living expenses before you even contemplate the idea of going full-time. And this isn't just some advice number I randomly made up. This is what's going to actually give you creative freedom. Because the second you need your content to make you money month after month, your entire mindset will change. You stop creating and you start reacting. You start forcing content. That's when you start chasing the shit that just simply pays the bills instead of building something that actually lasts. So look at a runway as not just money in a bank, but the ability to make good decisions over bad decisions. Number 2, multiple income streams. Guys, never put all your eggs in one basket. You need to have multiple streams of income. At least 2 to 3 that are consistent. Not one good month, not one viral video, not one big brand deal. Real repeatable income. When I left to do graphic design the right way, I didn't leave just because I had one client. I had multiple clients locked in, not one-off projects, actual contracts, and actual recurring revenue. That's a system, not hope. Number 3, you gotta know what you're building. Most creators don't fail because they can't make money. They fail because they have no idea what the fuck they're building in the first place. So when the pressure hits, and it will, they just panic. They start chasing trends and switching niches, doing whatever they think might make them money this month. And now instead of building something stable, they're just surviving. I think every creator should be able to answer one question before they leave their job. What is your content business? Not, I just make videos, but more so, what do you sell? Who do you serve? Where does money come from in 6 months, not just today? Number 4, understand your money. Crazy enough, this is the thing nobody teaches, not even just in content creation, but in general. You need to understand your money, not just how to make it, but how to manage it and how to budget. Because that's what happens. Creators start making more money than they've ever made, and they still feel broke. That's because their lifestyle outgrows their income. They upgrade the apartment, they finance the car, they eat out every night because they earned it. And now their monthly burn rate is so high that their content has to perform or they start to feel unstable. Oh my God, general rules exist for a reason. They're not just made up. Like trying to keep your housing under 25% of your income or your vehicles around 10 to 15%. Not because those numbers are magic, but because when you blow past those thresholds, things start to get very shitty. That's when you turn your creative career into a job you can't afford to lose. But BigE, what do I do if the car payment exceeds 15%? It's like 30% of my monthly income. Time to get rid of the car. Do you want the idea of the car right now, or do you want to build something long-term and a life that you enjoy and potentially just be able to drop cash on the same car years down the line? With that, you need to know these 3 numbers at all times. How much money are you making? How much money are you spending? And how long your runway lasts over your current burn rate. If you don't know these numbers, you are not building a business, you are gambling. Now, here's the part that nobody wants to hear. It's less glorified. You might not even need to quit your job. Like I mentioned earlier, I had that situation where I could have just continued working part-time. It's like 20, 30 hours a week to make $50,000 extra a year. And it was honestly a pretty fun gig, but I didn't. And it was all just to chase the egotistical identity of being a full-time streamer. I could have still streamed just as much. And that decision made everything harder than it needed to be. So ask yourself, do you actually need to quit your job? Or do you just want the title? Because if keeping your job gives you stability, but content creation allows you to monetize and build something bigger for your future long-term, fuck, dude, that's the dream to me for a lot of people's situations. Honestly, might be the smarter play, at least for now. So what's actually funny about all this is throughout the years, what's fixed everything for me has actually been pulling back. I streamed less, I focused on YouTube. I built real partnerships, I leaned into my skill sets, and I made sure I spent more time building up systems. And within like a year, I was more stable than I had ever been. That's exactly why I built the creator and streamer blueprints, because I needed this system myself, not just an answer of how to make a video, but daily habits, the structure, the monetization planning, the budgeting framework, the stuff that actually gets you in a position to be able to leave your job without just burning it all down. Because I think the key objective is to be able to enjoy this shit and not just be in a position to potentially regret it. So going full-time as a content creator can be one of the best decisions you ever make. It was for me. It changed my entire life. But it really is only if you're ready, because if you're not ready, you're not gonna be chasing that freedom you think you're gonna get. You're just gonna be creating more pressure. So the not yet isn't a no, it's a not without a plan. Guys, I'm telling you, if you build it the right way now, you won't have to gamble your future to make it work.